Hey guys, so wait, is it starting or is it my live? Hey guys, so I just looked up to fix my thing and I saw this little bitch back here. Yes, you see the boo tree behind me. She's looking out the window. I'm giving her that. She already been to the park. I tried to walk her. It was difficult, but I gave her a walk. I wanted to say a few things, get my mind out there of my opinions. And before somebody says you are talking about something you don't know nothing about, the way I'm going to say this might say politics isn't in. I'm not going to go Republican, Democrat, liberal, whatever, but I am going to talk about what's going on in the government, as well as a few things going on with my life. So if you do not like any talks about the government, if you don't like any, if you have your own opinions, that's super great. Say what you will, but I've heard numerous of people who oppose what I'm about to say, or who disagree with certain things I'm going to say. They literally will say something in the comments, and let me tell you something. You have the right to your own opinion, but get one fact straight. This is my opinion, and I have the right to it as well. So give me 1 second. Baby needs to get her food. She can't eat my little things I got from the front. They finally had original uh, honey bun, so that's like good. But anyway, I wanted to first start off with this whole thing as a thing what happened yesterday. The day before yesterday, fell, slid down the hill. We live down the hill. Um, you might not be able to see it, but go out that window. No, you don't go out the window. You go out the door, but you go down across the train track. 'Cause there's a hill that goes down into the park, and it was wet. It was wet out, and basically I slid. And before I got the chance to control baby from pulling, because there's just the way I do it when we go down the hill, she didn't get the sign, so she went a little faster, and I slid. So with that being said, I fell and I heard a pop in my lower back. Didn't think anything of it. Got up, was brushing it off. We went walking. That was fine. That night, the night before last, I started feeling a little bit of pain in my leg and my lower back. So I was thinking, okay, maybe I fucked something up. Maybe I popped a muscle, popped a back, got a little sore, whatever. So I did what I had to. I iced it. I took some pain reliever. Woke up yesterday morning and could not move. Took me 3 hours, which is really weird because I got up at like 8. It took me to about 11 to get out of bed. And I could not move. It hurt so bad every time I twisted, turned. So I got up, I took some ibuprofen, and sat down at the desk and had to go through, at 2 o'clock, a meeting with financial aid. That went pretty good. And then after financial aid, my caseworker took me to the hospital. I, the whole time, had felt like I had severe, like it was like heavy and stiff. My leg, my hip, my back, everything moving. It hurts to walk. Not in a hurt of like I'm in severe pain kind of hurt. Now it is severe pain because I'm starting to feel it more. But when I was walking around the room, I was getting out of the chair. I don't sit in this chair 24/7. I get up, take her for walks. I lay in bed for a little bit if I need to. And it started feeling so stiff that every time I walked, I feel like I was lifting 20-pound weights. It was that bad. Um, so it got to the point where I said, you know, I got to go to the hospital. My caseworker took me to the hospital, and I went in and they did a few things like x-ray. They did an MRI of my muscle in my back and my leg, just to rule out a few things. They took some blood work, a urine sample. Um, and with everything going down, found out that from falling on the day before yesterday, as well as there was another incident where I felt like my chair was pulled out and I landed my shoulder on the metal of my bed. So I think my shoulder was hurting a little bit too, and it was really bad. So I just got checked out. I ruptured my sciatic nerve in the back. I think this is the lower back. I think they said it was where it is. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a doctor. Don't quote me. But something in my lower back tore really badly. And from walking everywhere and moving and not resting too long and sitting in weird positions, I must have screwed it up. And then from hitting my arm and everything in my leg, the stiffness and stuff, I just needed to move around a little more. So now I get up every 10 to 15 minutes. sometimes 20 minutes to get up and move and do things and get up to go to the bathroom or chill or walk outside, just walk around the room. Like I turn my chair around and I lift my legs up and elevate on the bed like I just told you. Um, so that's basically what I did. I screwed up something, and so now I'm on medications. I'm on more medications again to fix the problem. And hold on. Happy and drop your meds. Um, but that's basically what is happening yesterday. I have been having trouble walking. I just got my meds, just like not even 20 minutes ago after I posted the no meds post. So I'm hoping these are going to help me. I have been using a pillow wherever the little fucker went. I don't remember. It's a little pillow. It's supposed to go behind my back, but I don't know where I put it. Baby, did you steal my pillow? So you know, Mom, I didn't steal your pillow. So to get into the reason why I need to make this video, I have been going around and watching videos all day, both sides, and realizing that I'm glad that I'm an independent and I can, see the views of both sides of what something's been done, what something's not been done. But I only see everything that I fact check. And right now, I am worried as an individual who relies on food stamps, not because I need to get a job, because I know that comment's going to come around soon. Oh, well, if you got food stamps and you need food stamps, you need to get a job now that you've got food stamps and blah, blah, blah. And you should not have food stamps. You should work for your money and shit. Trust me, I'm working on it. I'm going to school. I'm doing what I got to do to work on it. So, with everything going down right now, the government shutdown, they're whining because the Republicans can't get a agreement with the Democrats. We know that that's how it works when a government shutdown happens. But to block completely everything the other side wants in this whole thing is absurd. I don't care how absurd these ideas are. It's supposed to be a coexisting. This is an American constitutional right to free speech, to do what you want to. Yes, I got that. Trump can say what he wants. Others can say what they want. The White House can say what they want. Nobody cares what people are going to say about free speech, because we know that's true. However, this free speech situation, I have to say something about, because I'm sitting here right now unsure if on the 3rd my food stamps are going to show the fudge up. Because I got to know right now, living in a homeless shelter, working on going to school, not having a job at the moment, I'm working on that. Not having any situation, no, my health care that I get through the state until I can work to get better health care is at jeopardy. For my health is going to go downhill if I can't get the medications and the care that I need to keep me healthy. And let me tell you, this is going to be a shit show if this happens. Because right now, I am sitting here watching the world crash. Everybody's bitching about this government shutdown and the budget, and yet the White House is building a ballroom. The White House is, not the White House, Trump is building his ballroom. Trump is sitting there on his throne, and I'm going to say it because I believe it, no king should ever rule over a nation that needs to combine and be one and unified. He is tearing the nation apart with his ridiculous Cheeto branding, okay? His ridiculous creamsicle branding. I'm telling you that right now because I am fucking frustrated, and I'm going to probably get shut down or flagged for cursing on Facebook, but I could give two stupid shits. Because right now, Trump is trying to win at a game that he is losing. He is literally sitting here doing everything for himself, taking all the power for himself, and trying to intimidate people that do not want to be intimidated, that will not be intimidated. There are governors, there are mayors, there are politicians, there are people around the world fighting him. He says that the millions of people that did this No Kings protest in multiple states and countries and places around the world are minor. Then he goes as a president to show his stupidity. And instead of being the bigger person and not getting a rise out of everything, he had to do that AI video. And I saw it. Why the fudge, as a president, would you be a dumbass and on the people you say you care about, no matter who they are and what they're protesting and what they're doing? You're a president of a nation of a bazillion people. And you're supposed to set an example, yet your examples suck. We are living in a place where food is going up. Food stamps are staying, well, we got a whole $6 in our food stamps. When things are 4 or 5 things at the store are $60. You go get meats, even if you're getting the healthier options and they ban all this junk food shit off of food stamps, you go get other shit like meats and bread and eggs and milk. That's $60 for 10 items. Trust me, I know. I've been down that route. I have to shop at the dollar store or cheap grocery outlets or whatever to get my food because I have to save. Because it's so expensive. And y'all are like saying, oh, you live in a place that provides your meals and shit. I have special dietary precautions. I can't eat everything that they give here. So I need to be able to have my own provisions in my food, in my refrigerator, or on my shelf to eat if I cannot eat the crap that they're serving up front. Trust me, there's multiple people here who know that feeling, and they're on my Facebook. Okay? On top of everything else, our food stamps are not going up as much as we need them to because the food is going up. They don't want to do that. They want to keep the food stamps minimal so you buy less, so you don't have to worry about using all your food stamps. And then there's more food pantries that are needing more stuff. There's more programs that need more money, and he's cutting the funding for it. I went to a food pantry that would give you 100 and some, I think it's 110 credits, which is basically like dollars. And you could go multiple times a month to use up your credits. Now you can only go once and you only get 50. I go to a place called the Salvation Army. That one's still twice a week, and you can only twice a month. But the thing is, the food places that are giving out food, they're not getting many donations because if food stamps stop, the stores don't make that much money. Food stamps is most of the damn freaking income and revenue of these stores 99% of the time that accept food stamps. That's the main revenue. All the millions of people, they get food stamps. And they're cutting them and they're not giving them out because they're having a temper tantrum and shut everything down. It's ridiculous. And I'm sitting here because I'm seeing all this crap affecting, if it didn't affect me, but it affected somebody I loved, I still would talk about this. If it didn't affect me or anybody in my circle, I would still talk about this because there's millions of people who struggle. They have jobs. They make enough money to cover the rent, the bills, and maybe the gas to go in their car or their transportation to get to work, and then they have to struggle to feed themselves or their families. Just because you don't have kids, just because you don't have dependents, just because you're not old and elderly doesn't mean regular people like me don't struggle and that don't need the help. They get all these caps on if you're older than 60, if you're a kid under 18. You get all this extra bonuses. But being an adult that's struggling and has real struggles that makes all the money in the world to keep their bills and everything going, and then they have no money left for food and they're struggling to hand over $100 for 10 items, that's ridiculous. That is completely ridiculous. And we have someone in office that thinks the only way to handle and deal with the people he says he's supposed to protect and help and, oh, I'm making America great again, is a shitty AI video. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Trump posted an AI video with the No Kings protesters dumping shit out of a jet on everybody wearing a crown. That is your president. That is your president who you voted for, who you agree to, all the shit he's doing. And trust me, I have someone in my family who is a supporter. But we talk. We don't go boxing and shit. We have our own opinions. I have a friend who does have their own opinions and don't agree with a lot of shit. But I'm going to tell you, I stand strong for LGBTQ community and everybody else in the community. And if I said that wrong, my bad. Because I am bisexual. I'm saying it. I'm never hiding it. I'm me. And if you have an issue with that and you don't want to be my friend, I will gladly let you go if you want to go. If you don't believe me and don't want to sit here listening to me be a non-Trump supporter or whatever, you are happy to go. You will help me clean up crap out of my inbox. Because I sit here as someone who takes her whole life to fix up some problems she's had. She's lost a husband who's lost a lot of shit, who had no advocacy for him. She has lost her dignity because she can't get a job because a lot of these places are shut down after 3 o'clock and you can't get a job. I went to the Dollar Tree here in town. They don't have a manager after afternoon. So they are closed. No business. There's a pet shop closing down that I applied to. Every other job you have to take a bus to that I don't have the money to get to. Okay? I'm sitting here bitching about it because it's affecting me. It's affecting family. It's affecting friends. It's affecting everyone I care about, knowing that they rely because they work their asses off and they need the extra help that they're getting because they're working their asses off, and it's gone because there's no agreement at all. You saw this government shutdown. Maybe you should have said, hey, there's a shutdown coming. Maybe we should give extra funding for the food stamps and all the programs really quick. Drop it in the inbox for November so we can get our shit straight and people can still live. Or here's a government, a situation where the government, you turn that government back on, you pop us an extra $200-300 in food stamps. Add an extra money to put some cash assistance on the card. Give us $100 in cash for our troubles, or more than that. Put on more food stamps so we can eat more. Or send us those checks you keep saying you're going to send us as relief. You fucked us over, shutting down the government because you guys have petty bullshit. Now, the needy, the kids, the people who are disabled with dietary restrictions, who rely on those food stamps to buy the food to keep them alive or to keep them going, things that they can eat, because food stamps cover a lot of things. You're killing them because now they have to pull from their rent and their bills to cash out and buy them food, and then lose their place to live. Lose their health care, lose their money for bills and gas, and not be able to get to work. And then you're going to find that you're going to crash down and go boom. Completely. You're going to crash down and go boom. You're going to blow up. And what pisses me off has nothing to do with the situation at hand in the sense of like Trump being a president. Trump can be president all he wants. I blow over 99% of the shit that I'm watching about Trump because I know he's an idiot. And I'm my own business. But when it comes to things like that are going to destroy the world, oh yeah, I'm hyper-focused. I'm ADHD. I'm like, what? Okay? I watch the news. And right now, it feels like priority is him trying to command, be in control, and become a dictator. Okay? He is trying to enforce cops and pulling aliens out and ICE going into everywhere and all that crap, and he's forcing instead of trying to help these people. And I know, you want Americans to have American jobs, but you also have to understand some of these people who come from other countries, who come here with a visa or do what they got to do or whatever, I can understand the real crimes. But the other issue is these people come from poverty. These people come from abuse, and they want to escape the situation in their country, and they don't want to die. So they're coming somewhere that they won't die. Okay? They're getting here. They're getting what they need to do. I've never had an issue, and I never will have an issue with the color of someone's skin, the gender that they associate by, the gender that they were born into and that they have identified by, the sexual orientation or the way that they do their hair, the way they wear their clothes, or however they do. I never judge by what you look like, what your religion is, what your political views are, nothing. I will judge you as a character and how shitty of a person you are or how genuine you are. I am one of those to give second to third to fourth to fifth chances. But I know when to give up when the cause is done, when the cause is lost. And it feels like everybody here that disagrees with me or is against not having Trump out of office and want him in office, or anyone who supports the way he's been acting over the course of the last almost year he's been in office, as well as beforehand, you're not seeing it. You don't understand that he's been convicted of stuff that he's been proven to do, that he's done. He refuses to prove himself innocent in a case with the Epstein files, and I'm not even going to get into that shit because that pisses me the fuck off. Number one. Number two, he can't freaking see to leave a historic spot alone. Oh, I want to turn it into a ballroom. Put the ballroom on because the people love it. No, the people like the house the way it is. And if you're going to deconstruct the house, the foundation's going to crumble and you're going to go down. Enough said. I'm done. I am sick of sitting here. Now I've got to wonder where my next food is coming from. How I'm going to eat in November and December if there's no food stamps. Because I already contacted a lot of my food pantries and they're already scrapped thin. They're already doing what they can. They're hoping that people who have a lot of money want to donate things to put into the funder. Donate money so that the people can get money and stuff like that to help out and all that other thing. They want to try to get these donations, but the donations aren't coming if people can't work, because if their places of work can't get the people to buy because they use food stamps in their places of work. Yeah, a lot of people use cash to do their groceries and shit like that, but nobody else is rich like you, Karen. Plain and simple. And it's getting to that point where I am done sitting by and understanding why other people are allowed to have their opinion and shut me down and I can't say shit. You can be, and some people are going to come at me, they know who they are, they understand who they are, and they know that they got their own opinions, and I've already told them, I'm okay with you having your own opinion, but you can't force your opinions down my throat. You can't force me to agree with you and go along with your little ideals, because I have my own, and I have a voice, and I'm going to use it, and I've got a loud-ass voice. You can ask people here at the fucking shelter. They hear me everywhere. And I'll tell you right now that I'm not going to sit by, and I understand, I will say it the only way I know how. I am 100% grateful for the support system that has been bestowed upon me over the course of the last few months with my husband, with everything going down. But I will tear down relationships if this becomes an issue. I will say goodbye to relations if this is going to be an issue for you to understand that I have my own voice. You might not believe about something, but it pisses me off when you force me to try to hear you out. And or say that I'm wrong about everything, that my beliefs aren't true, that you don't believe in that shit. I get that. You don't have to believe in what I believe in, but you can respect me enough to respect my decisions. You can respect me enough to understand that you understand what you understand and I understand what I understand, and we're just coexisting as allies. We should not make this as a war, because that's what the orange popsicle wants you to do. He wants the nation to go to war. And he wants to act like the hero to save it. If we have differences, we should not clash those differences. We should hear each other out and understand what the other person's going to want to say and how they feel. And also make it known that, yes, I understand and I completely agree that you feel that way and you have the validation. But this is what I think. Maybe we could coexist understanding that each of us have different views, but we're going to respect one another to not tell each other we can't feel that way. That we're not allowed to see things that way. That we shouldn't be transgender. We shouldn't be black, white, Puerto Rican. We shouldn't be girl-boy relationship or boy-girl relationship or girl-girl, whatever. You know what I mean. Okay? That should not be an issue, because love is fucking love. A person is a person no matter what they believe, unless they're a shitty person who does something shitty. Murderers, rapists, etc. So that is why I am going back to school for psychology. I want to learn the human mind. I want to probe y'all. Okay, not like that. I'm not an alien yet. I want to probe y'all. And I want to go for social working because I want to stand up and be stand up for right. Not what the person is, not how they identify, not the religion they go through, not the political party they go through. I want to be there for the person that needs a damn voice. You want a voice because you believe in everything that Trump says and everybody is bullying you and pissing you off and you need support to go through things you need to go through? I'll support you. You want to say that you hate this side of the story and you want to do everything else and you need somebody to help you go down that path to do what you want? I want to support you. I don't want to be the person that takes sides. I want to be the support system that helps everyone, all sides, all religions, all sexualities, all everything. So I won't sit here and allow someone to push their beliefs onto me to make me see and then get mad and withdraw their support of me. And I'm not talking about one person. You know who you are. You live here with me. You know, you have a cutie dog. I'm talking about other people that have come to me when I said stuff like this. They were my friends. They wanted to be my friends. I said something they disagreed upon. They withdraw their friendship. That can't happen. That's not going to happen. If you feel like you got to do that, fine. That shows me that you're not willing to coexist and respect someone's decisions. You don't have to agree with them, but if you got respect for the person, you respect that person's wishes, that beliefs. You don't need to push yours. They won't push theirs. You just coexist. I'm not sitting here allowing the world to crumble down and fall apart because a Cheeto wants to do something and someone else wants to do something and they can't make an agreement. I can't sit here while someone that's supposed to have a high-ass power is knocking down a historical building to make a ballroom because they think that's what we want. No, we want you to make money to put into the situation to put our food stamps back on. Open up the government. Do what you got to do. Get it done. We want a leader who doesn't make AI videos because he's upset about protesters and can't just let protesters protest peacefully. You're the one that's causing the problems with the protesters by posting shit like that. Trust me, I am all for a good laugh, but that was not funny. Because you just proved the point that all you want to do is attack the people who don't agree with you. You attack people who don't agree with you. You want to sue them, put them in jail because they have their own opinion. Can't you just shut the fuck up, coexist, or hey, resign office already? Or let them impeach you if you don't want to go down without a fight. Because trust me, it's going to happen. You're going to show it. You're still showing your true colors. It's going to happen. Whether y'all people like this opinion or not, I had no choice but to get it out because I was going to flip. I was going to get so angry and so mad at certain people because of the way they've been talking to me, and I am seriously done. I am no longer standing silent and not voicing my concerns. And to my friends here, to the people here who are on my friends list, to the people who follow me on YouTube and everything, I will tell you straight up. We don't coexist. You don't want to coexist. You don't want nothing but your own opinions, your own ideologies, your own beliefs. You want to not be with me because you don't support me being bisexual. You don't support me with my beliefs and my religion and all this other crap, and you just don't want to deal with me anymore. Don't stick around just to see what's good and what you can use against me. Just go. Just delete me. Block me. Don't even tell me you're gone. Don't give me that Karen comment. Oh, I don't know. Leave what you're saying. Bye. Peace out, Felicia. Or Karen. Whatever your name is. Plain and simple. So that is the end of this rant and the end of the update. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, awesome, fantastic day. Or evening.